I'm going to show you how to generate high quality B2B leads for either your SaaS or agency on Autopilot. We're going to be doing this with a new AI tool called Traxy, making it even better with Claude. Traxy is a B2B lead gen source that essentially watches LinkedIn all day and hands you people in your market that are qualified and active, but also showing intent for whatever you're offering. In this video, I'm not going to show you what message to send or how to fix your offer. It's only going to be about how to get the highest quality leads. Because honestly, most of the time, fixing your outbound is not just fixing your message. It's who you're sending it to. If you're sending to people that just don't want what you're selling, why would they ever respond? For example, you could look at Ben. He was doing an outbound campaign using LinkedIn, and he was getting like 20% acceptance rate. And when he switched over to Traxy leads, he was getting upwards of a 50 to 60% acceptance rate without changing anything in the message. And that was what let Ben finally nail down outbound and scale his agency to over $125,000 in MRR. So let's go. Before we go into Traxy, we need to first understand how LinkedIn works. So essentially, people post things, and we are using Traxy to see people that are engaging with all these posts, people that are engaging with, content that's related to whatever you're offering. For me, I run a B2B content agency that works with founders, like founder-led marketing stuff. So essentially, I want Traxy to be checking people that are either competitors of mine or thought leaders in the space, seeing people that are engaging with those posts, and if they're qualified to my ICP, Traxy will give them to me as a lead. So before we do anything, we need to find people that either are competitors or thought leaders in the space and just put them into a list. So I'm going to pick this guy right here, this guy that runs Founders Club, a lot of founders that potentially are my ICP that follow and engage with him. And then this guy's Matt Gray is pretty big, so there's gonna be a lot of engagement that's like BS, but it can still be pretty good. And then I have some other ones that I might add, but get these profiles and save them somewhere where you can go back to them. And now let's get on to Traxy. You go traxy.ai, and I'm gonna be doing this from a different account so I can go through the onboarding with you guys. Okay, log in with Google. This is the Traxy onboarding, and we essentially want to put it on our website, and it'll nail down our ICP so it knows who exactly what our ICP is and what we should be ranking people against and who we should be searching for. So I'll put in my agency domain. And also too, I forgot to add, but there's also an agent. So it doesn't just watch people on your watch list, but it'll check all of LinkedIn for you to see people that match your ICP, that are active. I'll also add New York City. You can add more if you want, but you can always just change this. Continue. Okay, and on this page right here, you can just add your own profile in for now, and we'll add the competitors later. Okay, boom. And this right here in part of the onboarding basically helps you nail down your ICP, what the leads look like, so you can just approve these or not. Let's see more leads. And after that, we're just gonna sign up for the 7-day free trial so we can see the rest of the leads and add everyone else to the watch list. So let's do that. So after that, it's gonna launch my agent. And also too, if you run outbounds right away, you can connect in your integrations with email, LinkedIn, HeyReach, and all that. But I'm going to skip this for now. Okay, so we are in Traxy now, and obviously you can go into leads right here, and you can see the leads that agent is already finding. But what I want to do is go into my watch list and add everyone on here as soon as possible. So we have the Woods of Ecom here, which is the competitor. I'm going to add in, not a competitor, but a thought leader right here that probably has a bunch of B2B founders following him. So we verify this. Sure. Add his profile. I'm also going to add Matt Gray. He is pretty big in the founder personal branding space, but the problem with him is he has so many followers, and the engagement that he has might have a lot of non-qualified engagers, but it'll still be worth adding. And then we're going to go into post signals. So these are all the posts that it has, and then what we can do here is go ahead and qualify as past posts, but it'll also be checking the people or checking the next post. So what I'll do actually is go back to watch list and take This guy, for example, I direct competitor, post signals, and then let's view him only, apply changes. I'm going to just select his past 10 posts, qualified posts. It's going to use like 200 something credits. Let's qualify all of these. So then it's going to find leads from here. And this is going to fill up. But this is what it looks like when you start on Traxy. Like, you won't have that many leads straight away, but it'll kind of stack up over time. And there's also the agent here. You don't have to have people on the watchlist or anything. The agent already knows your ICP and goes around LinkedIn and finds them for you, like essentially like you see right here. But let me go over to my other account where I have thousands of leads, and we can kind of actually show you how this works at scale, like why this is so powerful. So as you can see here on my dashboard, the agent is finding leads. I have like 1,400 leads and I'm getting like 40 leads a day. But if we go into leads right here, you can see all these Gucci leads. So we can also sort by ICP match, engagement, we can enrich your phone, email, all of that. But we can see who they engage with and what they engage about. And this is going to be even more powerful when we use this in Claude with the MCP. But let me go through here. So let's check this guy out. Grow profitable and keep what you earn. Strategic finance for business owners. Let's go. So like I do video content, like founder-led personal branding with video. And these are all people that like I would be able to pitch to. Oh, he actually liked one of my posts too. That's even better. Let's check out this guy. Bootstrap to 60 million, building next generation pop-ups. What does he have here? I think he has like a B2B SaaS. Great. But yeah, it's mainly just B2B founders. And holy shit, do we have a lot. Like these are all really high quality leads. And the best part about it is that they're active. Like that's a really important. It's like if I message them, there's a high chance of them responding because unlike, using LinkedIn Sales Navigator, some people might be a perfect fit, but haven't been on LinkedIn for months. And also too, the best part is when we go into Claude. So I'm going to do that in a second. Okay, so now we are on Claude Code and my MCP is already connected. All you have to do to connect it is essentially go into integrations, go here and paste in this setup prompt into Claude Code. Okay, so I'm basically just going to ask it, hey, can you give me the top 20 leads from Traxy? The honest reality is like you will probably be just like connecting this to your outbound motion, whether that be Hey Reach or that is instantly, like whatever it is. But I'm gonna just show you an example with 20 leads of like kind of how we can kind of like be creative with this, like with making personalized messaging, being able to figure out context and showing you like, hey, like this can actually like where it's getting its intent from. So let it get its 20 leads and I'll show you this. Got the 20 leads from Traxy. This is nothing crazy. But what I'm going to say now is, hey, I want you to find leads or founders that are struggling with building in public or doing founder-led content that would be good match for my ICP, and that would be good for my agency. And check out my website, salmonofmedia.com, to refresh yourself on my agency. Get ready for some magic, guys. I think this is the really cool part about Traxy, is that you can actually really get the intent of the lead. So like and we can use that context in the first outreach message, but also too just shows that the higher quality leads and they actually want what we're offering them. So like as you can see, it's like going through like post summaries, and it's gonna be like checking a post. Okay, what is this post about? So if it's a post about like from a competitor, where a competitor posts about like something content related or a struggle, and if there's people that liking a post about struggling making content, those would be high quality leads for me if they match my ICP. So this is exactly what it did. So hottest engage with content strategy posts in the last 24 to 48 hours. These people that engage with it very recently. And I can be like, show me their intent. Why are they quality leads for me? Why do they need my service? But look at all this context that we have about it. He's running a summit in October with hard. It needs content now. Like holy shit, like there's so much context that you can use to make really custom messages. The one I'm actually doing is basically offering them a free ad. I'm not saying it with the terminology of free, I'll actually show you the message. As you can see right here, I was actually going through some of the leads, but it says this, like, hey Steve, are you guys running any paid ads? A really cool idea for the company. Let me know your thoughts. And then I take the context that I have of them and then have Claude come up with an ad idea, and then I basically pitch them on, let me do it for you. and let's see how it performs. And I'm going to be sending these messages that are made with the context from Traxy and from the leads from Traxy, and yeah, making money, closing deals. But let's see here. Let this finish up. Okay, then 10. Team liked content into predictable revenue engine. I think I popped this up earlier. So essentially, it's like, dude, like imagine you just keep on tracking more people, you keep the agent running. It's eventually going to have so many posts backlogged and all these leads that you can just connect into whatever your outbound motion is, and it has a lot of the context. And that's what I love about this. It's not only like getting leads, but also the context there that you can use to make custom messages. And it's usually just best to use Claude to kind of put everything together. So if you are a B2B SaaS or agency founder and you want to try out Traxy, it's completely free to do so for $0 for the first 7 days. And you could literally just take the leads from Traxy and plug it into your current outbound motions, whether that be with Instantly, Ahrefs, whatever it is, and you can live see the difference that it makes. Like we went from 22%, or I think it was around there, to like 60% acceptance rate with Ben. And that's really like you can 3x without changing your messaging, but just reaching the right people. Like I said, it's completely free to do so. There's literally no risk attached to it. If it works, it works, and it's closing deals, it makes sense. If you want to try it out, the link is below. Peace out.